Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
So, just getting ready to record this episode, I walked in here and I got to see the table all set up. And despite the fact that basically everyone has a laptop or an iPad in front of them, we are still doing this. Old school may not be the right term, because I'm sure there's some people that play it on paper or whatever, but we have the old, gridded out dry erase mat rolled out on the table, my horribly drawn rooms and furniture and miniatures in there. And I was just talking about how excited I am to sit down and play what at this point has sort of become a dungeon crawl. Because for me, I think I've really loved this adventure, that each chapter or each act of this adventure has been a very different vibe and let us play and sort of show off why Pathfinder is a great way to tell these sort of high fantasy combat stories. But I was curious, kind of going into this, talking about it being a dungeon crawl, what did any of you think the final act was going to be? Because you literally fought the thing, the Grey Death, that is the name of the adventure at the end of chapter 2. At this point, where did you think you'd be, 2 or 3 episodes or 4 or 5 episodes ago? What did all of you think the end of this adventure was going to be?
Oh, wow.
Or where do you think it's going from here?
I would not have predicted a dungeon crawl.
Yeah,
certainly.
me neither.
I don't know about setting or anything, but I also did not expect a giant worm to be the final boss.
Just wriggle out of the clock.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like, going into it, I thought it was like political intrigue, trying to figure out, cut off the head of the snake kind of deal. So I definitely wasn't expecting big horrifying monster, though I probably should have. With high level adventures, it's more often than not, it's like big horrifying creature that could end the world.
It's that or spellcasters, and running a high level spellcaster as a GM just seems miserable.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, Trent.
Yeah. It is.
So I thought maybe it was more of a locational thing, because we knew that they were targeting different city centers. So I thought maybe it would be going from city center to city center to try and eliminate whatever.
That's kind of where I went to when we first started talking about what is this thing charging, or where is it channeling its power. To me, underground, which is the obvious answer, right? There's the Giant Slayer has that awesome flying castle, but we're probably not gonna go to that level. We're gonna go underground. However, I didn't expect it to be entirely underground. Maybe I expected a dungeon, but not a crawl this vast. But I did expect to maybe do some overland travel at the end.
Sure.
To go to some of these other places that had, maybe we were going to go around and start disabling a bunch of them.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought, I think.
I thought we would be in a dungeon. I didn't think we would be in a dungeon for the rest of the adventure.
I have a confession to make.
Yes.
You don't like this game.
You've read the entire adventure.
I knew exactly what was
I was
coming.
suspicious about what the final boss of this was going to be, that it would be a conqueror worm, because flashback 9 months ago, James and I were at a game store and I come around the corner of one of the aisles and I see him looking at this box that has a mini in it. And I was like, what are you looking at? He's like, nothing. And he puts it back on the shelf. And I was like, conqueror worm. That doesn't sound good.
Sounds bad.
And this whole time I've been that fucking worm was for this game.
No, it's for the Tremors RPG we're going to play.
Yeah.
Did you not get the memo? We're scrapping Kingmaker for season 2, and we're going to play an OSR port of Tremors completely illegally.
Honestly,
working off of that IP.
it would be fun.
Game in a second.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we need to take a quick break between seasons to run a little.
But could it be fantasy because you would just fly the whole time?
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe they're airworms, Jane. Maybe
That's
they
the
come out of the
challenge.
clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe we
mode.
play low fantasy and be like, look, here's the deal. No flying or teleportation spells. Let's go.
Yeah. Just wait till the Sharknado comes in.
We just start mixing B-level monster movies.
Yeah.
So what I'll say is, and I'll try to remember to actually take photos, because I'm pretty horrible about taking photos of our recording sessions. And part of that's because usually my phone's running Syrinscape while we're playing. So if any of you, want to take photos, no pressure.
No.
We talked a lot about the miniatures that I use, but sure enough, Steamforge Games, who makes a few board games and different things, they make God Tier, which is a miniatures game. They make the Dark Souls board game, which some people don't like, but I'll say that like I and a couple friends of the pod have spent whole nights just playing the Dark Souls board game together. They make really cool miniatures, but they started making these boxes called Epic Encounters. What's going on, Jane?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was just getting my
Another
die
roost
that fell on the
die.
ground. Carry on.
So Steamforged Games makes these boxes called Epic Encounters, which come with like a flat paper mat and then either one large or a bunch of smaller miniatures and some encounters. I think they're for 5e, but it's just like sort of a box of themed miniatures around something. And they're really cool. And they specifically make one called a corpse worm that is the appropriate size for the Conqueror worm in this game. So it is my intent to pick it up. They're unpainted, so I'll have to, brush off my pretty mediocre painting skills and see if I can paint it up. But it's my intent for the final boss fight to have a full-scale painted miniature of the boss.
That's dope.
You say full scale, but I mean, it's just like a 5-foot square, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it's literally just a worm. We just have
Just
to
a
find it and
regular size
squish
one.
it.
It's just vertical.
Yeah.
Well, so it's,
It's actually 5 feet tall on the table.
I think it's either like a 4x4 or 5x5 spaces on the map. And then this miniature is like 8 or 9 inches tall of it, like it coiled and rearing up. It's a super cool miniature.
Gross.
So excited to try to paint it. And then the other thing that I was kind of thinking I might do is I really want to try to get at some of the old Dwarven Forge stuff and build it like as a 3D thing and actually play
Yeah.
it all visual
That'd
for
be
the
fun.
final.
We, I badger James constantly after you guys go home of like, what's going to happen? And he, typically doesn't tell me things, but he did say, because I said, can you just tell me whether or not you think all of our characters are going to die at the end? And he was like, no, I don't know, maybe. But I will say, I don't think that any of you are expecting how this adventure ends.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
But I will say it's a mystery, and there are some clues that lead up to foreshadowing some of the boss fight, and that's one of the things I really like about it. But at this point, I can only spend so much time thinking about a fight that's down the road when you have a fight right here in front of you with a critical fumble card to draw.
Yeah.
I'm very happy about this.
So let's pull this critical fumble card. Usually I just pull these pretty quickly to keep it going, but since we started and stopped a whole episode on it, here's the deal. A house rule I use when I'm playing some of my non-recorded games is that in order to pick this out, I'm just going to kind of shuffle a little bit, and then I want someone, let's roll a d6. This attack is coming in at you, Jared.
Okay.
So roll a d6 for me, and when the die is done rolling, I'll stop shuffling, and then I will then count down however many cards you roll on the d6, and that'll be the card we flip for it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Nice, big, and dramatic. Big red die coming
Ooh.
in. Looks like a 3. So 1, 2, and 3. He's attacking you with a melee weapon. This is broken halved. Your weapon's current hit points are reduced to its broken threshold. If the weapon was already broken, it takes 3d6 damage, ignoring hardness. If your weapon is a reach weapon, it loses reach.
Cool.
So it breaks its kukri on you. It's not fully broken, but it's at the broken threshold, so it received those penalties. So it goes to attack you. I imagine maybe it clips a little bit of the edge. Maybe they didn't quite get all of the crypt wall down from the ceiling, the burial chamber wall, and just hits it and just, you can hear like where the wooden handle sort of breaks off of the tang of the kukri a little bit
Love it.
and splinters down. So he's in a bad spot with that. So that was his second action. Well, I think he doesn't have a lot of other options for a weapon, so he is going to
Kiss you.
just lean in deep. So I guess
no,
No
90.
consent given.
How
You gotta
sweet.
come 10.
it's at point blank range, and I think he's just going to try it because he's in a panic. He will pull up his hand crossbow and shoot it, which will provoke AOs
Yes.
from Drosharis and Fox.
Wonderful.
Perfect. That's
Just like,
exactly what I was hoping
grabs
for.
the hand crossbow, goes to shoot it as the kukri breaks.
I like the idea of him doing it very tentatively, like, I know what's about to happen, but I
Like-
have no option, no other option here.
He's like, I thought there weren't as many AOs in second edition. I thought I would be safe to try this.
Right.
No, right next to the fighter and the magus who took AOs.
Yep.
All right, how you all feeling?
I think with the pole arm, you got to take AOS. It's just
yeah,
feels necessary.
Because then even, I will say, it doesn't matter. Not going to go down a different game story. Let's just see if you hit and kill this
How
fucker.
about a 45?
Yeah, wait. You are flanking this, so that's a
Mhm.
crit.
Heck yes. I was not expecting a crit. That was on a 13.
Yeah, well, I mean,
So
these
that's
are
perfect.
kind of foddery, and you're kind of hot shit. Dro, what's your attack looking like?
44.
Okay, because you're flanking.
Crit.
That's a crit.
Yes.
What?
So both of you, I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about this NPC's action economy
Am
for
I
much
still going to
longer.
get shot?
Yeah.
56 damage.
This is the first time this has been hit outside
Okay,
of that first blast. How much damage on a crit from you, Jared?
56.
Nice.
Jesus.
56.
You also
No
did
way.
56?
Yes. Oh my god.
Okay.
4 of which is fire damage if it makes a difference.
Well, now keep in mind, doesn't your sword, doesn't fire do some big shit? The flaming runes on a crit?
You get 2d10
Is it 2d10 persistent?
persistent.
Yes.
Wow.
Shit.
Because it's greater. Normally it's 1d10 persistent.
Yep.
Sick.
Fucking great. Okay, so this guy gets sliced and diced. The persistent will kick in on my turn. Now, do you do anything
that's
else on crits? Or that was your old sword that like did bleeding and fear and stuff
Yeah,
on
this
crits?
one,
This is just-
he just
this is
does
just
some
2d10
normal,
persistent damage.
It's a sword, so flat-footed because it's critted.
Oh, nice, yeah. Crits turns him flat-footed because you're a fighter, so of course you have that
Just the
specialty.
usual,
The usual.
you about to die kind of thing.
Well, he's certainly in a worse spot than he was, but he does now get to shoot the. Actually, wait a second.
You have to load it.
Is it manipulate?
It is manipulate.
He pulls it out
We're
unloaded.
manipulating you.
Does one of
right
you
now.
have the AOO rules pulled up? Because on a crit, you do interrupt.
You do. If it's
But
a
I don't know if it
manipulate
interrupt-
trait,
You get interrupted
a,
and
a
manipulate.
critical interrupts it and cancels it.
Oh God,
Yeah,
I don't
on
know.
crit versus
so-
manipulate, disrupt that action.
Do range attacks have manipulate? Is that how that works?
I
Is that
don't
what
know.
strikes it?
But does a hand crossbow?
Yeah.
Or like pulling out an item.
So go ahead and looking through the rules there. Range strikes do not have a manipulate action, and only manipulate actions can be disrupted by attacks of opportunity. But one of the explicit triggers for attacks of opportunity is making a range strike in range. So
Yeah.
it does provoke, but it doesn't disrupt. So that means, as for its very last action, it will get to bring up the hand crossbow that it's been holding in its offhand and try to shoot Fox right in the gut.
I'm not scared.
All right, here we go.
He does crunches.
He's good.
He's got abs of steel.
Steel.
beautiful he is.
Okay, and that's going to be a 40 to hit flat-footed.
That hits.
Yeah.
All right.
It wouldn't, but because of the flat-footed.
Are we all like 39, 40 now?
41.
41. Nice.
40.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Ready for some big damage. 7 points of normal damage.
Ow.
But sneak attack does kick in.
Okay.
I really wanted that to just bounce off your abs. Boing, ding.
All right, that's going to be 24 points of damage from the sneak attack, though. And the crossbow is now unloaded.
Is that additional 24?
Yeah, an additional 24. I just
Okay.
break it up so I don't have to vamp over doing math and then other math and then mathing the math together.
Makes sense. Just wanted to
I
double
hate
check.
math.
Said
Mathing the math.
too many times.
It's my least favorite thing is having to math the math
Math the
together.
math.
Well, that'll be the nice thing when we play another game and we're at lower levels is that there's less high number math. It's like 8 plus
Yeah.
2, 10.
And then
Yay.
we'll really show them how stupid we are.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that might be worse because right now I have the excuse of like, oh, whoops, the character is just so complicated.
We're adding double-digit numbers together. This is hard.
6 plus 4 is what?
There's some 8-year-old out there that's like, addition is not hard. Also, why are you listening to our podcast? It's tagged explicit
You
8-year-old.
should not be listening to this.
It's my
All right.
kids, okay? Leave them alone. I do math differently now.
Do they
Sure
really?
do.
Never mind. Different topic for a different time. All right. The assassin with the cape that's just to the south of Drosharis is going to spend an action to make you flat-footed with instant opening. And then you know what? I'll even roll the die your kids gave me because it's an awesome die. And we're going to go to swing at you with that Kukri Drosharis. Oh, that is a good frickin' roll. How do we feel about 48? Yeah, 48 to hit melee against flat-footed.
Not a crit.
God damn it.
You were so excited.
I was. That was a 19 on the die. I was like, this is it. He's flat-footed. Rolled a 19 on the die. I'm going to get a crit. I didn't get a crit. So you're going to take 17 points of normal damage. And then, because I did get you flat-feeted, I'm going to some sneak attack damage in there as well. Ick. Okay, that's going to be 16 points of sneak attack damage.
Okay.
And it does still have one action left, so it'll follow up and see if it can hit on its follow-up attacks. Natural 1.
That's what you get.
Critical. Oh, it's a 1. Wow, this is awkward.
Roll a d6 for me, Jason. I'm kind of liking that.
That one never gets old to me.
Yep.
It is nice. I like how much it starts like the critical and then goes down. 2. All right. Melee attack. 2 in. Hand it over. Unless you succeeded a reflex saving throw, your target gains possession of your weapon.
That's dope.
All right. We've talked about this before, so let's see if we can bring it up quickly. Hey, Jason, what's your class DC?
Oh man, I forgot. I want to say it's.
Somewhere.
Does it go up as you?
Man,
Yeah,
It's
it's your-
17. Wait, what level are we? 18?
Because I want
Yeah.
to say that my
this one I don't know.
It'll be the DC for that,
vigilante
probably.
is
Yeah.
the vigilante dedication is the same, so 40.
So I'm probably going to fail that
Dang,
then.
bro.
Yeah,
It's either that or 38
so
because I have 2 numbers.
I fail regardless.
I
Good,
think it's 38.
swell.
Oh, sorry, 38 sounds right. So I fail. Would you like to grab its kukri? You have an open
Is
hand,
it broken?
right? No. He attacks you, fumbles, and you can
Yeah, I'm
grab
gonna take
possession. So it goes into strike. You go to block with your hand and just grab it and rip it out of his hand. And now you've got your flaming executioner sword in one hand and this assassin's kukri in the other.
2 of these have been disarmed.
So good. Yeah, so good.
They're like, ah.
Yeah, by themselves, basically.
It's they're very good at this. Jane, it's your turn.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so Val's gonna reload
Sure.
first action.
Now, are you doing that as a part of your melee strike, like your strike reload, or
No.
Okay.
She's just reloading as normal, and then she's going to pull up her dagger and hold the gun behind it and bullet split shoot both of these dudes.
That's awesome.
Because
Okay.
she's real sick of them.
I always forget that you can split a bullet with your knife.
I haven't really done it a lot. Should I roll these 2 real die? Do we all want to
Yes.
see it? All right.
Of course, see it.
All right, here we
Get
go.
the drop ready.
Oh, that's
Okay. But they're not.
Lava one's not good. Wait, is one of them a 1?
Yep.
No?
I was just
No.
ready.
there's 2 ones on that one die.
That's a 3
Oh.
and an 11, I think.
Yeah,
right?
okay. Everybody can
It's
back
gold
off.
on jade, so I can't see exactly what it is.
It's a cool die, though.
It is cool.
Okay, so it's a 40 and a 34 to hit.
Oh, God. I accidentally closed my notes. Everything's lost. A 30 and a 40.
A 40 and a 34.
A 34 and a 30 to hit.
Oh my god.
So the 34 misses, but the 40 hits.
Okay.
Which one was which? There's the gray cloak that's pretty beaten up.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the black cloak, which is also at this point.
No, the red
I was
guy.
going for the red one.
Oh,
the
those
one,
two.
and he's turning to stone right now, right?
No, that's
That
the
would
red
be
cape,
the-
not the red
the
hood.
red
yeah, the
cape.
back guy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
the one that
god.
just got its sword.
Yep.
Actually, it wouldn't have even been able to attack that many times, Jason, because it was slowed. but
Slowed.
You know what? It
Oh,
worked
yeah.
out okay. You
All
got
right.
hands
Hands
off
off
it.
the kukri
Oh, no,
and
you're right. It has
chase.
to make
It's
a
gotta-
fortitude
it's gotta
saving
roll
throw.
crazy
Fuck.
save.
Hands off the kukri.
God damn it. Hear me out. 26?
Yeah, that's
So
Stone
he's
Town,
turned to
baby.
stone. Okay, so you took his kukri as he turns to stone.
That's awesome. I think we can remove that guy.
No,
All right.
No, he's covered
difficult
now.
terrain.
That's true.
Okay, so that's
I'm about to climb on top of that guy and fight.
Story of my life.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the guy in the gray cloak.
Sure.
And it's 25 points of damage. And then for her last action, she'll just, having used the dagger to split the bullet.
Sorry,
what?
how much damage?
25.
Okay, thank you.
Having used the dagger to split the bullet, we'll just turn around and stab him with it.
And is that
Also-
only a reloading strike? So you'll reload
No,
your-
it's a dagger.
Yeah, don't you have an ability where when you strike with your melee weapon, you can reload your dagger at the same time?
Is that one of
you can
your-
reload your pistol.
Is that one of your 35
Oh yeah,
abilities?
strike an
Dagger
opponent with a
reload.
one-handed melee weapon and interact to reload.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'll reload whilst stabbing this other guy.
Stabbing blue cloak or red hood?
Shiv.
Blue
I'm
cloak.
trying to imagine what that would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how you could even do it.
You like hold a bullet in your fingers while you stab forward and like throw it into the barrel.
Kind of like how you
so
hot load the top of a Nerf gun.
It's a 44 to hit him with the dagger.
Jesus, yeah, that's a fucking hit. Actually, wait a second.
Woo-hoo.
You toss the bullet up in the air, you stab, you
Not
Yeah.
open the
flat-footed,
chamber,
so it's not a crit.
and it lands in.
Actually, wait, which one were you
You
attacking?
actually stab it in with the knife.
Gray hood.
And then you again
not
stab.
a crit because you're not flanking.
Okay. So just a regular,
Just a regular zony.
regular old hit with the dagger.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do I
Everybody
hit
chill
draw?
out. No, it's 21.
All right, that's going to make it the Director General's turn. And now that he's over here, he can start getting some work done. So at the beginning of his turn, he's going to use Stern Glare. He's just going to stare right back at you, Drosharis, the way you stared at him last episode.
Stern.
He will attempt
Stern.
to demoralize you. So this is going to be your will save.
Staring contest.
Yep.
Mhm.
Fuck. Natural 1.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Can we
lots
get a
of
drop
ones.
for how bad James' rolls are?
His eye explodes. He lost the staring contest.
So you didn't demoralize me.
Nope. Which I'm kind of pissed about because he can do really cool stuff when you're demoralized.
If your eye explodes but you don't blink, are you out?
Or are you winking?
Or can you
Yeah.
ever lose?
Can you ever lose?
Yeah.
Wow. Shit. This is really bad. Okay. So he's then going to whip around and he's then going to spend an action to try to demoralize Fox.
Okay.
All right. That's much better. That's going to be 43 against your will DC. Which is just 10 plus your will save.
Yeah, you got it.
Were you saying this is really bad for him or for us?
I'm so demoralized.
It was bad for me that I was failing. It's
Oh.
not great for you that I succeeded because now you might recognize this ability from many episodes ago. He'll go ahead and strike and take advantage of his ability, Skewer the Fearful,
Oh,
to
yeah, I
do some
remember that.
extra damage.
I'm so demoralized that only one of them turned to stone, and not more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one should have been on all expenses paid
plane.
vacation
Yeah,
to a
exactly.
different plane. All right, so let's go ahead and strike you. You'll be with the sword cane. You're frightened, so your AC will be reduced by 1.
Okay.
And that's going to be 46 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get some regular damage down on you first. And we'll bring that out to 15 points of damage from the weapon. And then Skewer the Fearful is going to come in for a few more points of damage. And we'll do 13 from Skewer the Fearful.
Got it.
That's 2 actions, 1 to demoralize, 1 to attack. And he'll go ahead and
Run
let's
away.
see. Yeah, it's really tempting. I think he is going to use Whispers of Superiority and utter a few words to a oh, no, you're not non-frightened. So I'll just stab you again.
Okay.
It's a classic. 30 to hit?
Nope.
But you're frightened, so your AC's 1 lower, Jared.
It's still a crit fail.
Yeah, oh, fun. All right, well, that's the Director General's turn. Watson, it's your turn.
Are you ready for some action economy?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Free action to sustain, which is a lightning bolt on the director.
Because you have that feat that you took at high levels.
Correct.
Okay, so first,
Reflex save.
what's happening to the Director?
He's going to die.
Lightning bolt.
Thank you.
Lightning bolt.
You're like our own little drop.
Oh, I like this.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Are you serious?
What?
So a crit
Jason,
fail.
you
Wow.
owe your kids because this die is helping
It's
you.
got to be
all
double
out.
damage, right?
I don't know them shit.
It is
Just kidding. I love
double
you both.
damage.
You
Yeah.
guys are so hard on Jason's kids on this podcast.
No
Leave them alone.
No one
Listen.
stopped listening. He's like, yeah, my dad's a dick.
Well, Nolan, thanks for coming back. Your dad just
Yeah,
helped
if
your
you're
dad
still
out.
listening at this point, thanks, buddy.
Nolan, I'm on your side.
So, Double damage would be
Uh-huh.
60 damage.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. On the Director General. Okay. That's easy math to
Wow.
do.
That was a free action.
Yeah.
Didn't he
Sick.
get double credit too?
Yeah,
Gotta be
Yeah.
right, and that was his
Yeah.
top
the
Okay.
guy.
other
guy.
Yeah.
All right. So lightning bolt.
So that was the free action.
Yep.
I'm going to spend an action to a doctor's visitation so that I can move and battle medicine for 1 action.
Okay.
So I'm going to climb up on this little sarcophagus.
Sure.
I will battle medicine Drosharis.
Uh-huh.
So that is 1 action. I will assurance 36, so it's automatic.
And you haven't you haven't BM'd Drosharis
Yeah.
today, right?
I have not,
BM'd?
as far as I remember.
Battle medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that
Yeah, he
stands
did
for
that.
Yeah,
usually.
definitely. So,
At his age, he needs to track his BMs.
That's true.
44 healing.
look, he's relieving a lot of abdominal pressure. He's BMing him.
And that was, okay, I have 2 actions left.
So, Drosharis, did you get that healing?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to cast Hydraulic Torrent
God.
I love it.
That
toward
does go with the BM.
these 2 guys directly to the west.
Yep. So the two that Jane split the bullets into.
Correct.
So they're gonna each catch a fragment of bullet and then just a hydraulic torrent of shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's shit. In fact.
Well, the BMs.
I open up the sewer from behind me and
Oh God, I would like to leave.
You're
so
standing
would you
real
like
close to that, too.
Fine.
would you like a little description of this spell?
Yes, but as it's written, not as I implied it.
Yeah. So this is a 60-foot line.
Wow.
Jeez.
A swirling torrent of water manifests along a straight line, essentially a blast of water that does damage, but also knocks people back 5 feet on normally or 10 feet on a crit failure.
All right, time for me to roll some checks.
I need a DC. I'm not going to tell you the DC. I need a fortitude.
Oh, it's
save.
fortitude save.
Yeah.
I was going to assume reflex, but I'd be wrong.
You'd be wrong.
Shit. 35?
Fail.
Nice.
And that one's a lot better though.
Joe has out of here.
41.
Success.
All right.
Jerk.
Look, I just rolled a natural one on your lightning bolts. Okay.
Which it doesn't tell me if it's half damage, so I assume it's
Does it
no damage.
say basic save? If it says basic save, then that's inherent.
Yes, a basic fortitude save.
Yeah. Then success is half.
Okay.
So many spells were that in second edition, they just created a new thing called a basic save, which is no damage on a crit success, half on a success, full on a failure, double on a crit failure.
Does it move still if he succeeds?
It doesn't say. I would assume not.
Yeah.
Cool.
Creatures that fail the save are knocked back 5 feet. So one did fail
So the gray hood one will get knocked back 5 feet to the west.
into the wall, right?
Yeah, you're right. So it just gets slammed into the wall.
Does that do
It's
extra
like a
damage
half
to
wall in
him?
this space, so it's up to you.
He'll hit the wall and stop. No, it doesn't unless it intrinsically says
Fair
that
enough.
it does. Because there are some spells that do say you'll take damage based on how far you got flung into the thing.
Okay. Full damage is 30.
Okay. Jeez.
Nice round number.
Louise. Yeah, I appreciate that. And then that's 15 points of damage on the other one, which was already pretty fucked up. How could you do this to me, Trenton? I thought we were friends.
Nope.
All right, so is that your turn?
That is his entire turn.
You just
It's
had
actually
that
friends
ready
with
to go.
Jen.
Yeah, Trent is my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, ow.
So that was damage on the director, move, battle medicine, dressage, and a spell.
God. All right, now it's sure enough the blue hooded one's turn. He just got slammed by water into the wall. And I think it's going to kind of try to it's going to take that hit. It's going to bounce up off the wall like a boxer coming off the ropes and try to distract Val with what that looks like.
Oh, come
and
on.
go in and just like stab a little. So it'll make you flat footed. And then I'm rolling the die here, going in for some stabs. And that will be it's the wrong character. That'll be 35?
Fail.
Flat footed.
Fail.
Fuck.
Nice.
Second stab,
Sail.
Sal.
natural 20.
Aw.
So let's first
Fail?
make sure that's actually a hit.
Fail.
So against your flat-footed AC, Jane, does a 45 hit?
No.
No? Damn.
Yes, it does.
All right.
But it is not a crit.
So you're saying that's a critical hit?
Critical hit.
Yes. Yes.
Dang.
Liz.
And it's a natural 20, so that would be a card, except this creature is not higher level than you, so it's just doubling all of the damage. So let's go ahead and start with the basic damage. It does here, well, shit and cake. That's going to be 24 points of damage.
Okay.
And now let's do
If I ever found shit in my cake, I would be so upset
That
so
is
upset.
probably the worst thing
to
that
find,
could happen with a cake.
but not with shit. There are worse options out there.
All right.
Cut this out.
It's all
Cut the mic. Cut the mic.
Why is there so much like shit content in this episode?
Yeah.
Because poop humor is eternally funny. 46 points of sneak attack damage.
Jane's face disagrees with that statement.
All right.
Respectfully disagree, but okay.
All right. Now the one with the red hood is going to whip around and try to stab at you, Trent, since you water blasted it.
Oh no.
So it'll spend an action to make you flat-footed. Come in for the attack, and that's going to be a 39 against flat-footed.
That is a hit.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll a little bit of damage. That's going to be 19 points of damage from the kukri, and then the sneak attack is going to kick in because it's going to hit you in a vulnerable spot. And that's going to be 25 points of sneak attack damage. For its final action, it's going to try to stab you a second time. You're flat-footed, and this will come in at 38 flat-footed.
That's a hit. Flat-footed.
All right. Flat-footed goes a long way.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be 17 points of damage on the main hit, and then sneak attack's going to come in and mess you up a little bit for 18 points of damage on the sneak attack.
Okay.
All right, Fox, it's your turn now. Got a lot of people damaged. Time to finish some fights.
So I was doing some research because we talked about it earlier and I didn't say anything.
Okay.
You can only have one talisman per
Oh, yeah.
weapon.
That
We
was
talked about that maybe an episode ago, actually.
literally
but-
last episode.
Yeah.
Throwback. But you know what? Thank you for looking that up.
You're welcome.
Take a hero patch.
Wow.
Hey.
You can go ahead and take whatever that is.
What the deuce?
Yeah. What?
Another poop joke.
Oh,
It is.
yeah.
Number
It
2,
is
and it
number
says
2.
deuce.
Oh my God.
Thanks for that.
James just dropped a deuce on the table.
Oh,
On
okay.
the table.
It's also another deuce sound.
Oh my God.
Is it?
Yeah, could be. What are you going to do, Fox?
Fox is going to he's going to enter Arcane Cascade.
Okay, because you could cast a spell with your last action.
Yep. And then he's going to attack.
right.
Let's attack the one that we, no, he's not armed, is he? He's just got a crossbow.
The one with the black
one
cloak in front of you? Yeah, he has an unloaded crossbow. Gray Hood to your northeast is pretty messed up. And then the one with like the white wig is the Director General. So
Yeah,
you'll
we're
move down
going
to flank.
after Director General here.
So you'll move over. Now you're flanking the Director General with Drosharis.
That's a natural 20.
Hey,
Oh.
we can do it too.
Critical hit.
Look,
Yeah.
in the little hole. That's a 20.
That could also be a poop joke.
I know.
Okay.
I know it. I knew it.
Jason just keeps like smirking at me.
Jared, why don't you roll a d6 for me? We'll do the same thing. I'll draw down that many cards just to add a little extra bit of randomness
Okay.
to it. What do you got?
4.
All right.
Power.
Power.
So this is actually what damage type is your weapon? Piercing, slashing.
Piercing.
All right. Ooh. Cheek pierced. The target must succeed a DC 5 flat check to cast spells with a verbal component until healed.
Wow.
So you rip part of his mouth out, like the polearm comes up, goes on the side of the cheek like a
Ugh.
fish that just got caught.
That's
and then
pretty
just
cool.
Tears it out.
Ow.
You guys remember? You guys seen Alien Covenant?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, where the alien whips that dude's lower jaw off with his tail. That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
it's awesome. All right, so go ahead and you will do double damage.
Double damage is 56.
All right. Oh Jesus. The Director General is looking worse for wear.
And let's take our last hack at him. Oh, that could be a hit.
I mean, he's flat-footed. What do you got?
That is 42.
So not a crit, but that is a hit.
41. Sorry, 41.
That's a hit. It's a good roll. Sounds
Nice.
like
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, it was a 14 on the die.
it's cool to see melee characters get to shine a little bit. All right.
And that is 25 more damage.
God.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I have a question.
Sure.
But I'll ask it later because it's not related to this. But remind me that I had a question.
Jared, you have a question?
Okay.
All right, Drosharis, it's your turn. You are surrounded on all sides
Who was
by
supposed
enemies
to take some fire damage?
and a wall. Oh shit. Number 2, which is the one with the red cape that just got turned into stone.
Cool, that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's on. So it's a burning stone statue.
Yeah, okay. All
Burning
right,
Man.
so he will.
I'm just gonna take him off the initiative tracker.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no. Number 1. So that is the one with the black cloak. So last turn,
Okay.
he should have gone. Let me go ahead and take 2d10 fucking points of damage from that. Oh, I
I
rolled
feel like they
17.
should be really scared. They're getting turned into stone and set on fire and shot at.
Yeah.
And lightning bolts
And
keep
lightning
hitting.
bolts.
And lightning bolts and stabbed.
Say it the right way, Trent.
Just the same guy getting
Lightning
struck
bolt.
over and over
Lightning
by a
bolt.
lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. You know the organization they're a part of. So I think it's sort of like, which are we more afraid of?
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So it stays on. It took 17 points of damage and it stays on fire. I'm gonna write fire on this creature now.
I'd be
In my
more
horrible
afraid
handwriting.
of the thing actively killing me, but
You know, in a world where afterlives exist and gods are real,
fair.
That's true.
it might change the equation a little. Shosharis, it is now your turn, though.
Josharis will take a swing
All right.
at
At who?
the
Director General.
General.
I love that miniature for the Director General,
It is
too.
cool,
It's an
yeah.
old Malifaux
Yeah,
miniature.
I like it.
The character in the game is a lawyer who casts spells by understanding the laws of magic and imposing laws on other people.
How's a flanked, right? It's crazy.
It's definitely
So how's
flanked.
a 50?
Fuck.
Oh, wow.
So that would
Wow.
crit even if it wasn't flanked?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a triple crit.
Oh, yes.
Was it a flavor flank?
Critical hit.
We're getting a lot of use out of that button. Does that feel good for people today?
Yes,
This is real
absolutely.
nice.
Thanks, Sherman.
66 points of damage.
Jesus.
Damn.
That was a good one.
2 of which is fire, and it's 2d10 persistent.
It's dead.
Yes.
Yes.
So I imagine it's an executioner's sword. So I imagine
Head
you
goes
just
off, and it starts to catch fire.
The head?
Awesome.
The hair?
The body, everything.
all of it. All right, you have 2 actions left now.
Well, I have this cool thing called quick reversal.
Who was that?
Now, that was the Director General, the wig and the
He
red
dead.
coat. Very dead.
We have
All
killed
right.
your leader.
Yeah, so we got a lot of folks that are in bad spots. You got 2 actions left. What are you doing now?
I'm going to use quick reversal
Because it's now your second
because
attack.
now my second attack.
And you've got the black cloak and the red hood on opposite sides or on other sides.
Guy's on fire, so this guy, and then this
Oh,
one's for
you're
that
you
guy.
doing the gray cloak and the red hood, or which 2 are you doing?
These 2.
Gray cloak and black cloak.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean that person's got a pretty sweet outfit on. I'll let him stay.
Oh, the one with
Yeah.
showing some leg.
One of these is a 1.
Oh, no.
Critical. Oh, it's a 1. Wow, this is awkward.
Sucks.
This is
Okay.
awkward.
For the other one though, how's a 37?
Which one's the other one? The gray cloak?
Yeah,
37 is
38. Sorry,
That's
38.
a hit.
Okay.
I'm not sure why I'm asking. It's a hit
Okay.
regardless.
So
All right, roll a d6 for me, Jason, on your critical fumble. It's the new thing. It's going to be a d6. I like it a lot.
2.
Okay, this is a melee attack. Ooh. Rang your own bell. Until healed, you are deafened.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Mop.
Okay.
Mop.
I don't
Which I
think I
think
do anything that has affect me at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
I also think this is the second time Drosharis has become deafened.
Yes.
Because I think we've talked about your method acting.
He swung the sword so hard his hearing aid fell out.
Yeah, he's like, God damn
damn
it.
it.
It's expensive. I don't have an appointment for another 2 months.
It's going to take me an hour to take care of that.
It's like the Hawkeye show.
So the other guy, guess we could do damage to that person.
Yeah.
Um,
You still hit one of them. You just accidentally.
39 to the one that's hit.
All right. You did such a good hit. A plane or a helicopter flew overhead to assist you on that. So this is against. Oh, God.
This guy got a
The gray
39.
cloak. Okay. 39 points of damage
Yep.
against blue cloak. I call him gray cloak, but he's bold.
Mm-hmm.
Blue cloak. 39.
And then
Ooh.
fumbled against the other guy.
Yeah. Okay.
One more action
He's
left.
looking. So blue. Yeah. Gray cloak / blue is looking horrid.
This guy's looking hard.
Yeah,
And on fire.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, what's he on fire from?
He had persistent fire damage.
No, that was
from
the stone
before.
guy. Was persistent fire.
Oh, right
Yeah.
on. Never mind then.
No, you said it was somebody else.
Either
You
way,
said it was 1.
I think he's going to die.
Yeah,
Whoever
that's
one
number
is.
1.
Okay.
Um,
I have a whole arcane system of descriptions and numbers next to everyone. It doesn't work, but it's there if I look.
I'll just swing at the last one. What's going to... That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
Um,
This is your 4th attack in 3 actions
Yes.
because fighter
Yes.
bullshit.
Because fighter
Mhm.
bullshit. How is a 37?
That's a fucking hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, what's your bonus to damage?
Don't
Is
take
it-
this from me.
Is it okay? Fine, roll your damage.
With a fiery 5 points of damage as part of a total 34.
Oh, he's very dead.
And now it chops that guy in half.
Heck yeah.
All right, so I'm finally done. with my turn.
All right.
I've killed enough of you.
Well, that makes it one of my few remaining characters' turns.
Try to run.
This is.
Get out of there.
So this is the one that's the one who's acting now is the one that's on fire. This is the one
Yeah.
with the black cloak.
Yeah.
And so it's its turn now. This is the one that almost got teleported to a different dimension. Cue
Lucky you
Beast-
stayed.
What's that?
He's lucky you stayed.
Yeah. Cue the Beastie Boys song about another dimension. And he's going to try to create an opening on Drosharis. Oh, fuck, this one doesn't have a goddamn kukri.
Yeah,
This is
he's
the one
over
that broke
the
the kukri,
crossbow.
For what it's worth, it's on the ground. I just kind of dropped it.
No, that's the other one. This is
he
the one
could-
that broke his kukri.
Yeah,
He
it's
could
broken in
pick up
half.
his friend's
There's a
kukri
there's
that
a
was
there's a
dropped
kukri on the ground if he wants to get it.
I think what he's going to do instead is he's going to
Cry.
Hey!
And just for the crowd, they're pointing and trying to figure out whether to fist bump
What do we
or high
How do
five.
we celebrate?
Handshake? I don't know.
There's a Coke in the fridge.
Sure.
You want to do the Jinx opening the Coke thing. Okay, so I think he's going to take a 5-foot step backwards.
Okay.
No, he'll take it diagonally because otherwise he's still in range of Fox when he goes to shoot his crossbow.
I was
It's
going to
your
move him
fucking reach weapon.
right in next to me.
All right, so he'll 5-foot step back, reload the crossbow. He doesn't have time to do an instant opening, so it won't be sneak attack, but he's then going to shoot you, Drosharis, with a hand crossbow. Natural
try.
20.
Oh my god.
Critical hit.
Bring that shit.
Now,
dice
it's not
is
high enough
turning
level
around.
to get a card. My dice have been like AC-doocy this
Yeah.
whole fucking game. Ones and
True.
20s. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of damage. Really wish I would have found a way to get a crit on you now, because if I remember right, their hand crossbows actually kind of suck.
Blink.
Yep. So here's it is. I rolled max damage on this crit, Jason.
I'm excited.
20 points of damage.
I was gonna say, what is it, like
I was
16?
going to get 16. Yeah.
It's a D6
It's like,
plus.
ow, that fucking hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, sorry. It's 2d6 plus 4. So it'll be slightly more. So it's actually 28 points of damage on
Okay.
a crit. I hope we can still be friends after what just
He
happened.
did take me below 100, so I'm not really stoked.
All right. And now at the end of his turn, he's going to take fire damage. He will take 10 points of fire damage.
Sweet.
Yep. 10 points of fire damage. And will he stay on fire? He goes out finally. The fire finally sputters out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
goes
now
out.
Valentine's turn.
All right. She's going to devise a stratagem against the Red Hood
Mm-hmm.
because she hates his outfit.
Okay.
Bad roll, so she's not going to
jealousy.
use it.
So she'll have to attack the other one. The
Yeah.
outfit is so good you can't attack it.
So she'll instead turn around and take a shot at the one in the cloak.
The one that's on fire.
Smoldering.
Yes,
So
the
now-
on fire cloak.
Now he will have cover against this shot just because there's a little bit of wall he's behind. But
Okay.
his AC's only a little better.
It's a 45.
Jesus fuck. Okay, so that still hits.
Damn.
Okay, but it's not a strategic strike,
Yeah. Sorry.
which is so lame. 23 points of damage.
Nice.
And
Okay.
then she will just throw the dagger
Okay.
at him as well.
I was going to say, just like away.
Just into the wall.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Now you are at melee range. If you wanted to stab with the dagger, you could then reload your pistol at the same action.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, GM. I will do that.
You're high level, and we just talked about it. It seemed fair.
All right. So with the dagger. Oh no, I lost
'Cause
that.
that's the cool thing about that is if you're close, or you also have that ability where you can 5-foot step shoot or attack, 5-foot
Yeah.
step extra attack, 4 actions for 2 actions.
Yeah, that's really
yeah,
cool.
it's a 37 to hit.
That because it's in cover is a miss.
Okay, but she does reload the gun.
I think so. Do you have to hit?
Oh,
I
that's a
have
good
no
question.
idea.
I'll check.
Yeah, you'll take
You
care
can-
of that.
Yeah.
Watson, it's your turn. There's only 2 enemies left.
Oh boy.
So
Who's getting that lightning
So
bolt?
yeah, I think
Hey.
the guy trying to hide from me is getting a lightning bolt.
thank you, Trent. All right, reflex saving throw coming in. Okay, I did not roll a 1 or a 20. That's going to be a 36.
Fail.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn it. All right. What kind of damage is that? Also, Jane, did you find out?
Yeah, it just says you make a melee attack, so it doesn't say anything about hitting.
Cool.
to
So you
do
also reload your pistol.
This guy's very lucky. This is some low numbers
Okay.
for 4d12.
Sure.
11.
it. Whoa.
That's a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 5.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucks.
Okay.
That's rough.
But that was free. So I think 3 actions here.
Yeah, that's right, because that's free action courtesy of some great high-level spellcasting feats.
Who's next in the trekker of us?
Fox is next, the next player.
Let's do some guidance for Fox.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then I think we will visit old Ray of Frost, Montana
Yes, love that guy.
for the one.
Not a first-time caller, but a long-time listener. Ray from Frost.
For the guy directly in front of me.
That'll be the red hooded one. who's had a bit of a rough day.
I love the idea that the spell Ray of Frost is not actually like a beam of frosty air or something. It's just a guy that Watson summons who just punches the enemy in the face.
Yeah, I think that's in my mind what it is. Oh, Trent just made a face.
It's not a 20, but it is a 19. That's a
Hey.
49 to hit.
That's a critical hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's not a card, but you know what, Trent?
Yeah.
Critical hit.
Oh, that would have been nice to get a card, though,
Do
right?
love hearing that.
Also decided this is Ray of Frost, Minnesota.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
isn't that from a famous...
This is Norman Rockwell.
Oh, yeah.
Painting, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But that's what he looks like.
We got to put that out in the Twitter. Like,
All right.
featured here, Ray
With
of
his
Frost.
jacket.
That is 30 damage
Oh, God.
and a minus 10-foot status penalty to his speeds for a round.
All right, try to remember that for me because
Yeah.
I certainly won't. Wait, how much damage? 30?
Yes.
Good luck trying to run now.
Yeah.
All right. And
Take that.
do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Well, shit. Okay, it's going to be that same assassin's turn. It's frozen, it's slowed, it's just going to double down on you, Trent. So it's going to instant opening, and then it's going to attack you. Fuck. 31 to hit flat-footed.
That is a miss.
It's going to follow up. 32 to hit
That
flat-footed.
is a miss.
And that's its whole turn, Fox. You're up.
I
Yes.
love that turn. That's a good turn.
And don't forget guidance. It's a really efficient turn. You get a lot of those turns in per episode.
I can hit from there, right?
Yeah, so you're going to circle over to the fire pit to flank out on the black cloak one that Val stab reloaded against.
Yes, I'm going to stab.
So for like an update on the listeners, while there were originally 5 enemies, there's now 2 left. One of them is turned to stone. The other has been either decapitated or vivisected by Jason's new sword. And
Yep.
now Fox is orbiting
Burned.
the...
Decapitated and burned.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I
I did
wanna
not mean to
forget.
deprive you of that. Now...
How awesome that sword is.
I hate to tell you
Oh, no.
that I rolled a 19 for a total of
51. Oh my God.
Critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wear that button out the way you all are
Oh
rolling.
man, it's a good day for rolling. At least on this side of the table.
Dang.
Ow. I'm still taken aback because Jared is like never the mean one.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it back. I did do 64 damage though.
Holy shit.
Wonderful.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, 64?
Yeah, 64.
Jesus Christ.
All right. These
I feel
people.
bad, yeah. That's why I don't do it, because I feel bad afterwards.
Jared doesn't have the heart for maintaining the bit.
I don't.
All right, Fox. That's 1 move, 1 attack. You have an action left, right?
One more attack. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Damn it.
Oh, wow.
See, that's what you get. That's what you get. Oh my
That's what
That's
you get.
also
I resign
That's
immediately.
also why I don't talk trash, is because that always happens. I always regret it.
The critical fumble and the Jane roll buttons are immediately next to each other, and his fat finger both of them. Roll a D6 for me, Jared.
2.
It makes you feel any better, Jane. That one wasn't for you.
That's
Oh.
for me.
God. Yeah.
Melee attack, Butterfingers. You drop the weapon you made the attack with.
Oh,
And I'll just pull out the halberd that has the better runes. So
Yeah.
Check it out.
no big deal.
Yeah.
That's why I brought a second helmet.
Even when Jared rolls bad, it's not that bad. Like,
Yeah, just gives me an
Jared's
excuse to use
gone.
my other weapon.
Jared's gonna roll, and we hope it's good, and it's generally pretty kind
Still
of
pretty
decent.
decent.
yeah.
That's it.
Drosharis, it's your turn.
All right. Drosharis will.
You are immediately next to Red Hood, who's looking messed up, and you are 10 feet away from the Black Cloak, which is also looking pretty messed up.
Okay.
Now, the big question is, are you just going to stride between them both and then quick reversal?
Yeah, yeah.
No, not quite.
Okay, all right.
Actually, yeah. That's exactly what I'll do.
So you want to flank me? I can help with
Yes.
that.
So now you are intentionally flavor flanking me.
Yep. Now, you do remember, you have to first normal attack once.
Yeah.
Watch you kill one of them in the first attack and not even get to do quick reversal because one's dead.
This one's the most hurt.
The
Red, I
Black
think.
Cloak is the most
Black
hurt,
one.
but just barely. Yeah,
Okay.
it's getting pretty close now.
44
Oh,
to hit.
44. Because you are flanking the black cloak with Jared, it's a fucking crit.
It's a crit.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Critical hit.
Oh, wait. But I don't have a weapon, so I'm not flanking technically.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Critical. It's a 1.
It's not a 1, but it's not a crit either.
So 31
Damage?
damage.
It's dead.
All right.
Yes.
I guess I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
get to
So
do
you're not
quick
going to quick
reversal.
reversal because you walk up and just thunk, one head gone.
Have you killed every single
Well, I
one?
mean, you guys have done
Except
some
for the one turned
damage.
to stone.
I'm just kind of cleaning up.
Oh yeah, I got
Cool.
the stone at least.
Yeah, that's important.
Mm-hmm.
I love how like there's a mystery and there's some sort of ritual going on.
This one's being flanked too, right?
Yeah,
So 36.
that's a hit.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, really got to find out what's going on here. And then you just murder everyone. Like, wow.
23 points of damage.
Yeah, dead. Like it literally,
Dead?
it's exactly.
Dead?
Yeah,
Boom.
you kill the final one.
Boom!
Does he explode into little pebbles?
It's just
He explodes into
headless
XP.
bodies that are sort of on fire laying around the room.
Well,
I was
and
like,
the-
this is disgusting.
How was everyone?
Put them in the bag with the other hits.
That's right. I forgot
Oh,
you were
yeah.
lugging around a bag full of
So
We
creepy.
could probably put them down now. I don't think the gardeners are going to be.
Even your mini is carrying a head.
No, that's right. I forgot.
That's
Yes.
true.
The miniature we're using for you is
I'll
lugging
change it
around a
out
head.
and take the director generals because that's like the head has clout. So I'll carry the director general's head
This
around.
actually would
The
have been a
head.
great opportunity to actually
head.
use the heads you had, but
Can
was
you?
gonna throw them at the feet of the hosts and be like, "What's up, bitch? Let's throw down now."
But then you came up and-
all hell broke loose.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
none
Yeah.
of that ever happened.
Can you imagine how unnerving it is for all the rest of us, though? Because outside of Fox, we've known Drosharis for like 4 days. And we're like, okay, he carries some heads around. Okay.
He had
a
travel
lot of
time. It's been
vigilante
a week.
work is the art of fuckery.
Fucking around and finding out.
some real headhunter stuff.
Pluckery. We do a lot of plucking.
That's like the side gig of vigilante work.
Well, so now that you're in the room and the combat's over, you want me to reread the description, what this room's like?
Yeah.
And get a better
That
look?
sounds real scary.
The central walls between the burial vaults have been knocked down to create a living space. In the middle of the room has a fire pit, and a makeshift kitchen sits atop one of the sarcophagi. Bedrolls and blankets indicate that people live here among the dead.
They put a
Oh,
kitchen
yeah.
on top of the sarcophagus.
Yeah, it's actually where the now defunct Director General miniature is.
Oh,
Very
Yeah.
disrespectful.
unsanitary.
That's
true.
Super weird Airbnb.
You still have to clean it when you leave.
0 stars.
I
bet
would
there's
like
some cool
to.
shit in here. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I would
do
like to have a look
perception.
around.
So you look around. The assassins are carrying. They've got +2 striking. I mean, I'm going to forego rolling. You've seen these things a lot. +2 striking hand crossbows. +2 striking kukris. There's some poison, but the poison isn't great. They've got executioner's hoods. The Director General has a +2 greater striking cane sword. +2 +2 striking daggers. +1 resilient glamoured breastplate, and the Director General sporting like a ceramic mask. Now, in this,
Is it cool?
I mean, it looks like a Grey Gardener's mask, so it's like the featureless thing with like the Walmart smile painted on it.
That's scary as
creepy.
fuck.
Nothing says
Very
terrifying.
terrifying.
So, however, in here you do find a pile of rare salts, like really, really high quality salt. You think this much of it here has got to be worth 3,000 plus gold, 3,000 or more?
Some bougie Grey Gardeners.
You guys ever smoked some bath salts before?
Val pockets it all.
Oh yes. Many a time in my life.
That's what you find from just like a quick glance around the rooms. Anyone else want to do anything in here? You've got the door you came in from the north, and then there is 4 more doors to the south that were clearly ones what would connect the burial vaults to another room. And sure enough, the 2 vaults in the middle have sarcophagi braced in front of the doors to kind of keep them shut. So there's a southeastern door and a southwestern door that are not blocked. It look like they would go to another room of some kind. It
I
could
do
be
thi-
anything.
I do think we should pause for a moment to let me get everyone's healing back in order for a few rounds of minutes here.
All right. So Trent, what's the result of all that healing, and how much time did you spend doing it?
We got everybody back up in 20 minutes between me and Fox.
Oh, so like it's people wounded up for Fox is kind of having to go back into his battle medic days.
Drosharis took a beat.
Yeah, Dro took some hits.
I wasn't terrible, but I wasn't great.
Okay. So over those 20 minutes, what did other people do? I mean, you're getting stitched up a little, but I'll let you do some stuff in that time.
I had a question.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Jared, you had a question.
Yes. So you have assurance, which lets you, what is it, a 10
It
or
is
an
a
11?
10 plus your proficiency modifier, but not your ability score modifier.
So if I'm, say, stealthing and I have assurance and stealth,
Yep.
and combat happens,
Yeah.
do I get to not roll initiative if I'm using stealth and use the assurance?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think it's just on. I don't know,
Let me see.
Question-
I
that
have
would
assurance
be-
right here.
because technically
Something
initiative is a
interesting to
check.
ask for her. And well, I don't know if I'm a legendary sneak. I don't know if you are too.
It specifically says skill check.
So there you go. So
A
initiative is
master.
not a skill check.
Okay.
It's
Even
an
though you
initiative
use a
check.
skill roll.
Okay, it's an
All right.
initiative check with a skill.
I was just trying to think of ways to like
Sure.
maximize that.
For legendary sneaks, can we choose which one we want to take?
Yeah, because you're perpetually always sneaking. Yeah, you could. The other thing that's really worth noting with assurance is that you take no penalties. So, like, if you're trying to sneak, but you're wearing clangly armor or like something sound, you can claim assurance and suffer no penalty for that.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
assurance is you will get it's 10 plus your proficiency modifier, and that's your
That's
result.
it.
Do not
ability score
apply any other bonuses, penalties, or modifiers.
at
Interesting.
all. So it's also one of those great things where, like, if you're in a really adverse situation and you're like, I'm in a horrible storm and I need to jump 5 feet to a platform, but like it's going to be really slippery and it's hard to see. You're like, I'm going to take assurance. I'll take no penalties for sight conditions, weather or otherwise.
Right. That's
And it's
cool.
a first level feat, so
Yep.
you can take it really early, and it's very useful in early levels.
It's
Especially
very
in
niche.
early levels, it's like super helpful. I took assurance in medicine when we played that one campaign with
Oh, yeah.
the Fall Plague Stone, and it was clutch.
Yeah, it's very, I mean, all skill feats are niche. And I think if you're new to second edition, you're like, when would I ever use this? But every skill feat's like that. So the idea
Yeah.
is that there are cool times when you do use it. And you're like, oh shit, that's cool. So got healed up. You're checking this room. Anyone gonna do anything else in this room? Or are you just gonna head out?
Well, I've noticed that they're kind of using the sarcophagi as tables and
Yeah,
storage, so I want to make sure
it's
that
super cool.
there's
Super
not
cool.
that there's not anything that we're missing. Or I mean, I'm thinking we're gonna raise the dead by looking in these sarcophagi, but
Can I try and detect magic
yeah,
near each of them or inside of each of them?
Sure. Well, so remember, you don't. It's in an area,
Yeah.
and it's by an area. You do detect some magic.
I think I get the 5 foot space of
Sure.
the magic.
Did you also get the school and the
School.
level?
Yes.
So near only one of the sarcophagi, you pick up a level 18 necromancy aura.
That sounds promising.
Whoa.
which one is that?
It's the one in the middle south, just kind of right below where Fox's miniature
Oh,
is.
And
Well-
Watson says, well, I didn't find anything.
While they're doing while Watson's doing that and they're doing healing and stuff, just to maybe kind of like go concurrently with Watson detecting magic, Val wants to reconstruct the scene, which only takes her 1 minute. And it'll give me an impression of events that occurred here within the last day. So I just kind of want to see if I can figure out what they were doing in here in case it's like, oh, they were like this close to raising a mummy.
So it looks like this is sort of a staging area, like a guard post. Looking around, you can see where they've made food and been spending time here. You'd guess that sort of ever since whatever went down the other night at the end of the gala, it's obviously that people stood up and pushed back against the plan that was happening. And so you kind of have the impression from hearing from the banshees that something is going on. There's some ritual down here. And so this seems to be a place which they've put some of the remaining personnel they have to defend whatever is happening down here. They've staffed it. And that would be why there was a few guards in the armory as well. You just have you have folks in here to defend something that's happening in this area.
Gotcha.
Let's get this necromancer out of his sarcophagus.
So you want to search
wanna
that
go
area
in there?
specifically, Drosharis?
Only if I'm
Well, you
going
just-
off of you.
Yeah.
Does Watson actually
So
tell
is
anyone?
Watson
I think
tell
he-
me?
I think he would. He'd be like,
I'm picking up some very powerful magic from over here in this sarcophagus. Necromancy. We should be very careful.
Do you think we should open it, or
It is what it is, sure.
Are you ready for this? He looks at Fox.
Sure.
Pick your halberd up off the ground.
Yep. I'm going to use the other one.
Oh, you're going to use your
But I'm
original
still
one or
going
the
to pick
new
up
one?
Load 'em up.
the new one.
Get ready to kill some undead. That's what we do.
Val's like,
All right. And you move the top of the sarcophagus.
Oh, God!
And it's empty.
Now look around. You guys are never going to guess what's in here.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
is it seriously empty?
It is.
Wait a minute.
What is so special about this then?
So now keep in mind, you don't detect its exact location. You detect which 5-foot space it's in.
So is it the
Yeah.
sarcophagus itself?
Itself.
Do you want to look around the sarcophagus,
Yeah.
Droshash?
Yeah.
You find a small pouch hidden under the back side of the sarcophagus, almost where it touches the wall. And as you pick up the pouch,
Yeah.
you pick it up. You can feel things like 2 things inside of it.
Look at it.
I kind of open the pouch away from my face a little bit and kind of look what's in here. A couple of dice in here.
Does someone have the familiar to go send in like a bomb squad robot? You see 2 vials of ruby red liquid.
Ooh.
Pulls it out and he's like, hey, do you know what this is?
A spermatozoa.
What?
Oh, I'm
Somebody
sorry.
is in trouble because it's red.
I need to look closer at it.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
I'll go ahead and do some hand waving on this. These are 2 major healing potions,
Whoa.
which healing potions are actually not super common in 2nd edition just because you heal out of combat a lot. So these potions they're 1 action to interact to drink. And the major level healing potion is 8d8 plus 30 hit points for chugging one of these.
Dude.
Wow.
So just
and
regular
it
ass.
is positive. As you see, positive tag on the
Positive.
healing.
So,
So 2 major healing
There you go.
potions.
oh, thank you. I will take one quick. Listen, I'm the healer. Look, it's bad if I go down, you know.
I can't use them.
So
I'm going to
I'm
take
just
one.
gonna make you
Fox,
give
would you like a Val? Who wants the other one?
Roll off.
Val shoots
It also
Fox.
doesn't-
It's a roll
oh,
off.
is it a roll off?
Roll off.
It's a roll
All
off.
right,
It's
let's
a
do
roll
it.
off.
Roll off.
Let's
All
do
right,
it. I
pick your
think we
die.
all know how this is going to go.
Get the drop ready.
Oh, here we go. Jared, what'd you get?
What did you get, Jane?
Let's not even talk about it.
No, let's start. Jane, what'd you get? Jane, what'd you get?
I don't want to tell you.
Please, what'd you get?
It's a 6.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
I got a natural 20.
Oh, so Jane gets it. Wow.
So it's me.
Yeah, weirdly, we're doing golf rules. Low
Yeah.
wins.
Uh,
All right. So you've got the potion.
Got it.
So now, essentially, there are 2 paths. I'm going to use the word forward loosely. You sort of have 2 options. Well, potentially 3. You have 2 doors to the south from this created conglomerate burial chambers. And then you have the tunnel that Val heard the sounds through out of the old room. So you have a tunnel out of the old, not a tunnel, you have a hallway out of the old room, and then the doors in the south side of this sort of knocked down central burial chamber.
I want to go back
Cool.
to the hallway.
yeah, I agree.
Let's go ahead. You go to the hallway.
We don't want to work forward with having this behind us.
Sure.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
So who's first in the hallway? Who's at the door?
I'll go first.
Usually it's
So-
Drow.
Drosharis, you're at the door.
We're going to.
Yeah,
This
you're
way?
gonna go to that hallway. So Drosharis lines up in the front. Everyone else kind of files behind in the usual order. Drosharis, as you get to the front, you probably trust Val, and so you know that Val said she
Probably.
heard something, but you don't hear anything through this door. Now you don't think that's intrinsically suspicious. Looking at this door looks heavy as fuck.
He kind of thinks about the fact that she heard something, and then he does that like wiggling his ear out. He knows he was been deaf a couple times. Like,
Oh, that's right. You were deaf just a second ago.
Oh, that does take me an hour. I can remove that.
No, the
Oh,
credit
it went
until
away.
healed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So any healing at all was able to fix that. 'Cause
Sweet.
It's just minor.
it's probably fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
Do I still hear something?
No, but you don't think that's. You feel like you barely heard something in a moment through the door, so you don't know that if the sound's still there or not. You just know that it's probably really hard to hear through that door.
Gotcha.
I'll check the door for traps first.
All right. You don't find any traps.
Do I feel any magic in this area?
You detect magic. You detect a 18 level evocation. Is that the highest here? No, you're going to detect a 20th level untyped magic.
Oh.
I think it probably will be evocation as well.
I don't
Or
want to go to the
conjuration.
door anymore.
There is something that can seriously fuck us up through here.
Should we go or go to another door? Drosharis is like looking at this
What,
giant door.
Look,
like,
what if it's this worm that we're here to kill in the first place? We're going to have to just kill everything down here.
do you feel prepared? I feel like there's more drops on
Absolutely not. But I just think that we need to get rid of everything that's in this place.
I'm very scared.
Got
The
this.
GM looks way too excited. Let's
I
turn
know.
around.
Was it beyond the door, or
Yes,
was
it's
the
about
same
15
square as the
feet
door?
beyond the door.
Level 20 is so powerful.
So, what do you do?
Do you want me to open the door?
Open the door.
Fuck it. Open the door.
So the door opens almost
Hello.
silently. And you can't see anything into this room. It is pitch black. Now, do any of you have dark vision?
Greater seeing? Have dark vision?
Yes.
Do you just have dark vision?
Yeah.
I got
Do you
dark
need to-
vision.
Do any of you have greater dark
Oh,
vision?
I got
Watson does.
Watson does because he
Yeah.
has the goggles or
I
whatever.
do
right?
not.
Watson, you're the only one that can see into this room, and you see a yawning pit opening in the floor of this giant circular room with 5 stone platforms hovering above it, anchored by chains to the ceiling 30 feet above. You see, you can barely make out each platform covered in dried bloodstains, one with a suit of broken and empty armor on it. The other platform contains a slumped figure tied down, that as you open the door, you just hear, Watson?
Oh, it's our bird guy.
No.
And find out more next episode.
Oh, man.
Yes, it's me.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.